That was good.
Fun, quick conversation.
So how you move through this life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, no, because you were talking about the Joe Dispenza, and
Yes.
I know, and then you were talking about journaling, and how you move through this life, and you said something that really struck me, and you said that you look back and you see how you were thinking back then,
Yeah.
and it's amazing. It's how the language that you used back then. And I think that's what's really important, is the language you use to describe your situation.
100%.
And then how you have changed, how you think about things from then until now. That's where you see growth.
100%. Or you see the opposite. Or you see, oh my gosh, I'm still, and not, by the way, I'll preface this with not in a negative sense, because I feel like we've all been a victim in our lives in some way, shape, or form. And when we empower ourselves to get out of that victim mentality is when we really find our power and grow. And because, of course, there are really bad things that happen to all of us. Life is not perfect. And being able to say, oh gosh, I used to journal about, I can't believe how this happened to me, and on this day, and this person, and I'm still mad because 5 years ago, this person called me a name. And it's like, to just, even if you're journaling now and you realize your language changed, and now it's, I'm so grateful. Wow, that lesson I learned back then when that happened to me in my past, in the past, just choosing those different words and just seeing how you grow. And if you haven't changed, then maybe that's a sign that you need to start creating different thoughts so that you're able to create different habits, so that, because like Dr. Joe Dispenza says, your personality becomes your personal reality. And so if there's certain aspects of your personality that you don't like anymore in yourself, guess what? You have the power to change that.
Yeah.
And journaling helps you through that journey. At least for me, that's what I find powerful in it.
I just noticed one thing. You said, originally you said my past, but then you said the past.
Ah, yes. I still have to correct myself too.
I caught that.
It's not a part of me anymore.
You said my past. You were taking ownership of that, and that can affect you if you say it's my past, but you call it the past.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's really deep, Amber.
Thank you. I mean,
really deep.
Like, and that's the truth. I think that is important. Is there's so many self-development tools and people out there. Like, I'm definitely not a guru. There are people that have been doing this work for so long, but it's not about that. It's not about, here are the 5 tips and 5 performance habits to create in your life if you want to be successful. It's about the things that you do and say when you're having private conversations with people. It's when people aren't looking, what do your mornings really look like? And that's going to end up showing in the next year to 5 years of your life. So you're only doing yourself a disservice if you're not intentional with every word and every day and every decision that you make. If I could tell a quick little story.
Yes.
Like, it'll be 2 seconds because it hit me so hard. So just came back from Cancun, did a 7-day advanced retreat with Dr. Joe Dispenza. When me and my friend Wen get there are 8 different sections that you could choose to be part of. And you could really pick anyone you want. And one of the staff or volunteers were like, oh, you want to come over here? And she led us to this sign that had a pink star, and it was group number like 2 or something. And I said, Wen, wait. I said, do you mind if we have a second? I said, do you realize there are 1,417 people at this event? The group we choose is going to determine the group of people that we are going to surround ourselves with, which are going to be the people we're going to end up making bonds and memories, and it's going to really define the next 7 days of this intensive in our life. And so we kind of chose a different number. We ended up going with number 8. It was a water sign, and the people we met were spectacular. And at the end of it, Wynn looked at me and she was like, what if we were in
group
Star?
2. Yeah.
What if we were in group 2? She's like, I can't imagine not meeting the people that we just met and sat with. And she was like, how did you that's so crazy. And I was like, no, really, that story to say, that is how I think about the decisions in my life. If I choose this particular place to go, if I get an invite somewhere to a conference or to whatever, and I say yes or I say no, that is going to impact that left or right.
You have an opportunity cost.
You always have that opportunity. And think about the last time you didn't want to go somewhere and you said yes and something magical happened. Or think about the last time you had a gut feeling that you should have said no, but you said yes, and what happened? All this to say, the power of our intuition, and back to the original conversation of the decisions that we make and how serious are we taking those decisions.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, you could have had a completely different experience if you went with Star.
True.
You could have had a completely different.
It could have been as magical.
It could have been completely different. Could have. Yeah, I don't know.
We'll never know.
Yes.
Maybe in an alternate universe, Amber's like, look at me now, but I'll never know.
But yes, so we're talking about Joe Dispenza. So tell us more about that experience.
Guys,
Tell us more about that experience.
Go check out the podcast. I have a podcast. By the time you guys listen to this amazing interview with this wonderful man, I will have it up already. But it was just, long story short, I literally got a biological upgrade. What I love about Dr. Joe is that he doesn't just give you the woo-woo, here's, any kind of manifesting only stuff. I was waking up at 3 in the morning to be downstairs at 4 to do a 5-hour straight meditation. And I tapped into parts of myself that I had never experienced before. I don't know how else to explain it. There's so much I learned, and what I love is that you don't only go through the process thinking you changed or feeling changed. He actually has a group of scientists that measures your brain waves that can give scientific evidence that you have a biological upgrade by the end of this. So I don't only feel it, it feels good to know that I'm not crazy. I literally feel new and different. And I hope to bring that into all the work that I want to continue to do for my construction business, which I'll always have because it's my baby. I've built it from the ground up, but also with the coaching and the writing and the creative outlets that I have that make my life feel really full. So
nice. 5 hours of meditation.
5 straight hours, and I'm talking after we had an 18-hour day the previous night, and then I had 4 hours of sleep, and then I was up. And you couldn't, if you left the room, you couldn't come back in unless you had, a health issue or something. But I really tested myself. I experienced beautiful things like lucid dreaming and all kinds of really, really mystical experiences. It was beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah, that's definitely changed me. If we had this interview before I went, I'm not sure. I feel like maybe the conversation would be just a little bit different.
Really?
I just feel so much more calm and confident and aligned with myself. So, yeah.
Really?
Truly.
Wow.
Truly.
Yes. Because I talked to you before.
Yeah.
I talked to you before.
I mean, I'm still bubbly. I'm always bubbly. I can't help it, I like to be happy and vibrant and,
Yes.
But
yes.
I do feel like a big wave of calm that is not leaving me anytime soon. Just about life in general. About whether things work or don't work. I just know everything's just in my favor, and I'm just, as long as I show up at my best, I'm not going to worry about how it's all going to happen. I'm just worrying about doing the things I can control and stepping into the unknown with my arms just open and ready for experiences. So
that's awesome. Well, Yes, if I know anything about you, then I know I know that you're going to bust through it and thrive in whatever you're trying to accomplish.
I appreciate it.
Yes.
You also,
yes.
I keep telling you, you're my people. I love the work that you're doing. I love just your life story and how you've evolved, and that's inspiring to me. So thank you.
Oh, yes. You're welcome. You're welcome. We've been going on for a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot. We're recording something. Okay, we gotta cut this short already, guys. No.
Yes. But before we go, I'd like to ask a question to end it on,
Okay.
and then I want you to let everyone know how they can get in touch with you. We want to know about your podcast.
Yeah.
We want to know about your social media platform and everything.
Okay.
Okay, so the question I'd like to ask you is, it's my Last Supper question.
Okay.
So you familiar with the Last Supper?
Oh my gosh, I am. I think so. Just like, who would you choose?
No.
Or, okay, maybe
You're-
I'm not then. Sorry,
Yeah.
go ahead. What's the question?
Not who would you choose,
Okay.
but you are sitting at the table, and this is your Last Supper. So you know that this will be the last time that you'll be able to, and you have 12 of your closest family and friends at the table.
Never heard this question. Okay.
You have 12 of your closest, and this is your farewell dinner.
Okay.
And you know that you will never see them again. Mm-hmm. What do you say to your 12 at the table?
I'm not sure I would talk much. I feel like I would just want to listen. I would say, guys, my only request is tell me something you love about yourself. I want to hear about you. Hopefully I've already shown you in my actions how much I love you. Tell me something. Make me happy before I leave, you know? I think that's what I'd want to do.
Really?
It's gonna make me cry, just the thought of that. Yeah. I really would. I think I'd leave happier, just like, I talk all the time. I don't want to hear about me. I'm about to go. Tell me about you. Yeah.
Wow. That question brought tears to my eyes too.
It did me too. I feel like super emotional. Because it's like, all my like closest people, just the thought of like, it takes me back to purpose and like living every day. Also, like with everyone we interact with, you know, whether it's friends, family, spouse, whatever, it's like, what kind of mark do you leave on people when you leave them? Whether it's forever or whether it's till tomorrow, you know? It's beautiful. Stop making me cry. Jeez Louise.
You're not alone. I'll tell you, Manny cried too.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yes.
I need to see Manny's interview. I love Manny.
Yes. That question, for some reason, it does hit you because it lets you think about the one thing that we are, and that is we have a limited time on this planet.
Yeah.
And we do have a limited time, and there will be a time where we're not here anymore.
Yep.
And it brings that into perspective. And
does. Thank you for that question, though. It's gotten me a little bit more of a pep in my step today. I'm gonna call my parents after this, Mom. I love you. Like, what's wrong with you? Well, there was this Last Supper question. But yeah.
okay, so end it by letting everyone know how they can get in touch with you.
Yes, so to get in touch with me, so it's Amber Ybarra, Ybarra. You can find me at Amber Ybarra on Instagram, that's or Facebook. The podcast is The Positive Platform, but really all you need to do is go to Instagram. I have a link tree on there that will send you straight to the podcast. podcast. It'll give you updates about high confidence courses that I am creating and having out at the end of this year to help you build your confidence as an entrepreneur. And yeah, definitely check out the book, Thriving into 30, a 30 Things Guide for the Growth Mindset Girl. Even if you're in your 20s, your late 40s, I've had people leave some really sweet reviews and kind of give me their feedback on the book and have them feel like it helped them in their time of life. So check out the book, reach out to me. I'm happy to answer any questions you have or just say hello. And I want to thank you for having me today because you're just such an amazing soul and you're my people. I keep telling you that. And I'm just excited to see you thrive into everything that you're doing. And I'm really, really grateful to be here.
So awesome to have you, Amber. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks so much for watching, and we'll leave all of the information somewhere around this video. Take care. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.